Good morning. Here is our new library. They have the drywall installed, and we'll have shelves on 3 of the walls, and then we'll have a little bookcase here and a countertop underneath the new windows that have been put in. And as I turn around, you'll just see that the drywall is up and they're ready to start finishing the space. So it should be a great opportunity, and now we're coming back to the door. Hello everyone, here we are just walking into the new entry for the aerobic studio, and this coming week we will start having the new flooring put in the aerobic studio. So we have shut down that west door, so the handle's taken off and the key's out, so you're going to need to go to the west dining room door to get in. But you can see they've worked on the texture. They got the ceiling in the new area, and we're just waiting to get the paint down in the new floor. Here we are outside the locker rooms in the new corridor, and you can see that the paint has started. I'm going to take a little look here at the inside of the salon area. As I walk in, you'll see that we have it sort of boarded off, but the drywall is all up, and along the wall that goes to the theater, we're going to leave that drywall off so that in the future, as we finish the space, we can get access to put plumbing pipes and electrical in that area. Here is an image of the massage, and on this wall here you'll see the countertops and the plumbing. So we'll have a sink with countertops and cabinets. And then we just have a nice room. You can see that they've got the painting done, and we're ready to start the finish work. As we continue down the hallway, we're going to come upon the next little alcove. And in this area, we're going to have 4 doors. The door on the left is the storage room. Then you can see the theater's right in front of us. And then we'll have the Pine meeting room. And then you'll see the doorway into the catering pantry. Now we'll take a look at each of these areas. And here we have the storage room that I mentioned first out of the 4 rooms. Just a very basic room with 4 walls, and this is where we will move the portable bar and some storage for Club 2200. And now we're walking into the theater. With stadium seating, remember, we'll have 38 chairs and spaces for 2 wheelchairs. And as we move around, in the back of the theater, we'll have a countertop with a little sink. So maybe we'll even have a little popcorn in here for some of our events. As I turn around and sort of pan up, you'll see the open grid that's in here. That will all be painted black, and then we'll put some acoustical sound panels in, and it sort of looks like a wave to finish the ceiling out. Along the wall there, you will see the sconces sort of stepping down in conjunction as the elevation changes for the seating. So we'll hold 38 chairs and a couple wheelchairs, and I want to just continue to spin around so you can sort of see looking back out into the hallway. And this is the Pine meeting room, also known as meeting room number 1. And as we look in here, you can also see that all the painting's been done. They're working on the mechanical systems. And this will be the access into the catering pantry, so that we can just open some roll-up doors and set some dishes out and stuff for whoever's using the space. And just go ahead and turn around and give you a shot of the entry coming into the area. Here is our catering pantry. As I turn to the left, this left wall will have a hand sink here to start with. Right there is the plumbing for it. We'll have the dishwasher on that back wall that we're looking at. And as I rotate around, you'll see the door into the community room, the opening with the roll top and a countertop from a serving area. In the corner there, you will see that's where the beverage area will be. And then as we come down this wall, we'll have some refrigeration equipment, just a simple sink so you can fill water pitchers. And then this just brings us down to where we have a few holding carts for food that we bring into the area. As I leave those 4 rooms and come down the hallway, we're going to walk back to the existing clinic, bank and ship offices will remain in the same location. And as we go from the old building into the new building, you'll see on our right-hand side, we'll have a storage area for coats for people coming over to go to the meeting venues. In front of us, the left door is the women's bathroom and the right door is the men's. We'll come back to those, but right now we're just going to go ahead and rotate and come right into what the community room is. And you can see that there's a lot of activity going on in here. And I'm just going to stand and sort of pan slowly through the area. That is a picture of the back into the catering pantry. As we come around, you'll see that back door into the catering pantry, and we'll also have the storage room in the corner. We will have one emergency exit out of this space. That's the great door you see in the far back there. And then you start seeing our bank of windows, which is pretty exciting. We're gonna have some great sunlight coming into this space. And as we keep panning around, you'll see that we'll see another storage room. That's where the main electrical for this new area comes into, and likely where we'll start storing the tables and chairs that are spare. As I step farther into the area, we'll have some countertop space right beside those doors coming in. And then if I look out into the hallway, you'll see the new door that we put in to the west to come from the townhome area. And I'll just keep spinning around. And we have another little countertop area there for some more storage. And then the closet that you see here in that doorway, that's going to be for the audio video equipment in here. I'm going to go ahead and pan up and just give you an idea of the space, the ceiling height, and the roof. That's the bottom of the roof that has foam on it, and you can see the mechanical air handling systems. Now those upper windows that we're looking at now, those will have darkening blinds on them, so we can shut those remotely without having to crawl up there and do anything. So it's great to have those windows to bring that extra light in. And you can just sort of get a picture of the scale of the room. As I come back, I'm going to go ahead and come back down, and then I'll just sort of walk toward those windows so you can see. As I'm walking toward the windows, you'll see that this bank of windows looks right out on our new parking lot. And I'll just sort of walk over there to that exit door so you can sort of get a sense of what we're looking at when we look out the east windows, I think I'd call them. There's our flag, and there's the porte cochere right there. So I'll just sort of spin around here one more time so I'm all the way into the room, up against the windows. And that way you can sort of get a scale of the space. Each one of those sheetrocks that are laying horizontal on the wall back there, think about those, each one of those are 4 foot tall. So you have about 12 feet almost above above the door casings. Pretty exciting. Here is a close-up of that second storage room I showed you. The electrical power will come in here. You can see that the plywood's been painted for us to mount the breaker panels on, and hanging off the roof deck is a transformer for this area. We also have the air handling equipment coming into this space as well. That's not totally installed yet. And now we're standing outside the women's restroom. We're just going to walk in there. Straight ahead, you'll see that we have 2 hand sinks in place, and the women will have 3 stalls. Here is the men's restroom. As we go in, you'll notice that we'll have 1 stall, a urinal, and a hand sink. This is just standing outside of the Hickory meeting room. And you can see on our left here, we'll have a little countertop and a sink, refrigeration. This is where we're hoping to be able to host adult day services with our partner Heartland Senior Services. This wall here is really smooth, and we'll make that into a wall we could actually write on, like a dry erase wall. And of course we'll have a TV here at the end. But this is a great meeting room as well. And there's the view to the west out toward the assisted living parking lot. And we'll just keep coming around here, and that's the whole room. Here's the picture of that west door. We were actually able to relocate the existing door we had in the Wellness Center and reuse it over here. And you can see the temporary heater that Story Construction is using to blow warm air into this space for them to work. I'm going to go ahead and rotate into the mechanical room now. And then you can see the air handling piece of equipment. There's the louver where air would come in, and this is the air handling unit. Right there in the middle, that'll be the air conditioning component. Lots of filters in this. And as I pan up, that box up there will be the heat exchanger to provide heat to this space with natural gas. And then of course the maintenance team's favorite for this building is actually having a ladder to get to the roof. That's a great addition and much better for our safety. Here I'm standing at the west entrance, the new one, and I'm just going to sort of walk out of this space, down the corridor toward the community room, and give you a sense of the space from another direction. We have the women's restroom and men's restroom that we just walked by. There's the entrance into the community room. And then as we look toward the existing Wellness Center space, right up there on that left, remember, is that storage room that I mentioned. And this brings us into the existing space. So you can, one of the things you'll notice that the windows that we had in the old Wellness Center are all gone. Sheetrock is up and painted, and they've made a great progress this week with painting. So I'm almost back up to the restroom sign, which is where the locker rooms exist today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.